All right, jumping straight in to the preposition and conjunctions module of the Swahili course on Duolingo.
Hata wewe.
I'm just gonna take a minute to pause when the speaking modules are, lest we speak over each other. But I will be linking two resources, one on prepositions and one on conjunctions, from the Swahili resources.
Ninafikiri kwamba atakuja.
From ku.edu, and I forget if that's Kansas University, University of Kansas, or is it Kentucky? I forget.
Lakini wapi?
But yeah, that's what I'm doing here. I figured I'd try and, do one where I'm going through the entirety of the 4th level of the module.
Mdudu katika embe.
The last module I did, transportation, I went through the entirety of level 3 and I tested out for level 4.
Wamesema
but I figure,
hawapendi.
let me show you the variety of.
Kwa nini basi? Papai kwa chakula cha asubuhi.
And there are some times throughout this video where I take pauses before typing. That's either I'm trying to remember what it is or I'm searching. I feel like it's a mix of both with heavy emphasis on the former. Trying to think first if I can recall what it is before I have to look, as always. So yeah, I read this. He is not going, but he does not speak. For whatever reason, I saw he is not going. And, going seems to be like going to go. But he is not going, present tense, high ND, negative present tense, as opposed to hataenda, which is he will not go. Or she, third person singular will not go. So, the he does not speak, that shouldn't have been a question of present tense or future tense rather, but you get confused sometimes. You gotta work out the kinks until you understand what's happening and why it's happening. Even if you don't fully do it, you understand it, so you do it enough so you can move on. So, one level down in this module, and we continue on. I missed an answer, so I lost a heart. As you saw, it prompted me to watch a video, but for whatever reason it wasn't working, so I was able to watch the video and get that extra heart for doing nothing. So I continue on, making my way through the course, work, trying not to lose any more hearts.
Nilipika kabla ya kusoma. Vitabu mbalimbali. Emilian ni mrefu zaidi ya Esther. Kwa maana ya nini? Kwa maana ya nini? Mbalimbali. Nitaoga baada ya kula. Nitaoga baada ya kula. Nitaoga baada ya kula.
So I do want to point out that here, because of, it asks to use kwa manaya, and both kwa manaya and anjiniya are recognized by Duolingo, depending on the sentence, as on account of and or because. So, sometimes it's inconsistent because of the pre-programmed answer or whatever. But it does come up later on where Kwanjilia is not only on account of, as you just saw, but also because. So watch out for that.
Nilipika kabla ya kusoma.
And so I finished. I decided to go and try and get a heart. So I'm just going to do a review. One review should be followed up by a prompted, do you want to watch this ad for an extra heart? It is, and I do. And that's how I get back up to 4 hearts.
Bibi ni Mtanzania. Marahaba Juma.
Nyinyi ni Waholanzi.
Safi.
This review is pretty easy.
Hodi.
If I were keeping up with all of the currently broken modules and refreshing them when they need to be refreshed, or if I was doing the coursework of the Swahili course on the regular, it would probably be harder and harder and harder. It builds. But because I'm generally just coming back to the Swahili course, it's again just going back over through the basics first in the review. So that's why it's generally easy. But you can see I still have issues because Marahaba and Chikamu in my mind are still, I guess, crossed. So yeah. Unfortunately, I did have to wait around and sit for 30 seconds while this ad played. I don't even know what to call it played because it's like a slideshow, but I had to wait 30 seconds for this ad. Otherwise, I was going to miss my reward of an extra heart, and I didn't want to miss my reward of an extra heart. But, Duolingo, you go get your ad money because I'm definitely not paying you. So feel free. I will support the cause by sitting through 30 seconds of my life. I probably did something else in actuality, but, I was probably doing something else on the computer while it was playing. But, it's what it is.
Ama utakaa au utaenda. Hakuna wala papai wala embe. Andika kila siku ila Jumapili. Andika kila siku ila Jumapili. pekee. Wamekuja peke yao. Alilala licha ya kelele. Moja na moja sawasawa na mbili.
Now, this is completely my fault because I did write this either or, because we have choose either to eat now or later. Either or is ama ama. I wrote ama ao instead because I was or, but it should have been ama ama. The same way that neither nor is, I believe, wala? Wala? Yes, neither nor is wala wala. And then here I wasn't sure if I needed to write the ni, but I wrote ni just in case, and it seemed to be the right answer, so, you know, is. And so I've done all three, quote, quote, 4 lessons on this level. Time to do the test out, the leveling up,
Nilipika kabla ya
level 5, and
kusoma.
finishing the module. So that's what I'm doing here now. I am on 3 hearts, but I told myself, you know what, let me just be attentive. And being that the test out tends to be the answers I got wrong, theoretically I should know the right answers by now. And if I don't, I still have 3 hearts to waste, so.
Sikuja kwa ajili ya mvua.
Now, here's what I wanted to point out. Previously, qua anjili ya, when I used because, was marked wrong. And when I put account of the rain, it said, no, it's because. Now, for Duolingo, it's been both. So here I said, you know what? Let them know that my answer is right if they need to review it. So that's what I did here.
Licha ya mvua alienda. Jibu ama swali la kwanza au la pili. Alilala licha ya kelele. Alilala licha ya kelele.
Now, speaking generally to the prepositions
Kwa
and
ajili ya
conjunctions,
kusoma
there are a
tutaenda
lot
shuleni.
that I found in the research that I never saw at all in this module, and maybe hopefully they'll show up in later modules, and I'll just be able to use them
Sikuja kwa
to
ajili ya
practice.
mvua.
But if not, at least I'm aware
Sikuja
of
kwa
them, but
ajili
there
ya
are other
mvua.
ones I'm just generally not aware of. And also, what I do want to say is that the benefit of doing, of just going through the level entirely, as opposed to testing out, is that especially on iPad, mobile, whatever, I don't have to pay to test out. I can just,
Licha ya
make the
kuimba
mistakes
alicheza.
and either do what I need to get the heart back, but I'm
Licha
not
ya
losing
kuimba alicheza.
gems. So if, again, you're somebody who's invested in the gaming stats, the game-like stats of
Sikuja
Duolingo,
kwa ajili ya mvua.
that might be a benefit to not test out on iPad. If you're going to test out, I would suggest that you do it on desktop. Yes, you likely won't get the bonus gems at the end, but you also won't have to pay out gems in case you mess up. And it's faster. You don't have to do the 4th extra test out level. You just do the 3 and that's it. So yeah, once again, I had to wait 30 seconds for this PowerPoint slideshow ad, whatever. But, I like I said before, I will support Duolingo. I understand they have to get their ad money, and I can spend those 30 seconds doing something else, waiting for the ad to just play as it does. So it's really not the biggest hamper on my life, or anyone's life, really. But anyway, thanks for watching as I went through this module. Yeah. Bye.